Yeah, we're gonna have like a.
Right, ready to go?
Yeah.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of the podcast. Enter clapping here.
I'm clapping. I'm clapping.
We're not going to do that, really. But,
Recording. That's good.
yeah, why not? Give it a go. So this is going to be the first ever episode of a podcast series we're looking to record. Very exciting. Something different for me. I know you do a lot of things like this. Or
I've never done a podcast though.
Not a podcast, but you do like a lot of theatre, a lot of recording for your job. And editing. So this is quite normal for you. This is petrifying for me.
Well, it's petrifying for me because if it looks rubbish now, then
It's all on you.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Even though I'm getting used to edit it,
That's true, yeah. Well, I'm going to learn to edit.
you're gonna learn.
Yeah, so that eventually I can either go solo or, you know, even if you are still staying on, I can do it in the background if you're ever on holiday or stuff like that.
Or I die.
Exactly. Every eventuality is the same.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
all of them.
Great pressure there. Thanks. Right, so let's start again. I'm Corny, and this is,
Ryan.
also known as Cameraman.
Cameraman.
In a lot of my TikToks.
Yes, that's what I'm called on your TikTok.
Yes, Cameraman Ryan. So we're just going to start with a little introduction, guys. This is a new podcast. We've thought of a name. We're not quite committed to it yet, so I'm not going to say it just in case we do change it. It might be on, well, it's going to get released on a YouTube channel, so which will have the name of the podcast on, but we might change it, we might not.
So if you're watching on YouTube, just read the title and you'll know what it's called.
Bang. And the name of the episode we're going for is Reckless to Runner, because we're both a bit reckless and now we have started running sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. That's the big
That's the big
one there.
taboo.
Yeah.
So, introductions. I'm Corny. I'm 31 years old. Started my weight loss journey at the end of April this year. So, actually not that long ago, really, to be honest with you. Start of May was my proper push. And yeah, so far just 7.5 stone down, 2 pounds off 8 stone. I keep getting so close to 8 stone for about a month and a half now, but I've had a lot going on last month. So I'm pushing for that now. In my normal day, I'm a supervisor at a gastro pub and restaurant. Dad, boyfriend sometimes when I want to show up, you know. Sorry to say if you're watching this, just because it was funny to say. And that's a bit about me, really. Yourself, Ryan?
Cool. I'm Ryan. I'm 35, reluctantly older. Certainly felt older for a long time. Yes. So what? I edit videos for a job, and I do performing at theatres every now and then. So that's quite a fun thing. My weight loss journey started actually 2023.
Yeah.
I was over 16 stone, which, you know, it's not huge, but I mean, looking back at it, it was quite big.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a part where I had to play a 21-year-old in
It was like 33
in the
at the
70s.
time.
Yeah, I was 33. I
Oh,
had a 21-year-old
It was 33.
guy in the 70s as well, and
Oh,
they
no.
weren't fat in the 70s.
No, not at all.
So I was like, yeah, I need to start doing something about this.
Quickly find it, if I can find it now.
He's finding something.
Photo of us. I had it not long ago.
Oh, we can put photos over the top.
Oh, okay, so don't worry about it. We'll find it and we'll
It's
add it in.
video editing magic.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah,
These things are things that I need to learn.
exactly.
You know,
No,
terrible. Absolutely
learn.
terrible.
You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we'll do. But no.
But yeah, so yeah, it all started with just diet. I was adamant I wasn't going to do any exercise because I hated it. Hate exercise. Horrible. Sweaty. You smell it, and you just
I mean, you smell generally.
I
anyway,
do. Yeah,
so-
but that's not the point. You smell worse when you exercise. But yeah, and that was quite successful. I managed to lose about 3 stone, and then hit a plateau.
I did.
And that's when you started doing his weight loss, and he just shed the pounds, kilos, stones off, and I was like, right, well, I've got to do something again now. So that's when I started actually adding exercise into the mix, and hopefully by the time I do a show in March where I've got to be topless on stage, I'll actually look half decent.
what I like to hear. So you talked about your weight loss journey. Let's start with that journey because this is what it's about. This episode is going to be about me and you, our journeys, a bit about us, our friendship, and what we did over the weekend, which is going to be a nice little talking point. But your weight loss journey, like I said, started in 2023. Didn't want to do an exercise. You went on your diet. How did you start combating that diet? What did you do?
Oh, it was it was all to do with calorie deficit mainly. I was like, I need to reduce the calories. You got to go figure out what your BMI is, and then figure out, okay, what's a good amount of calories I need to eat a day to lose weight. But the thing is, yeah, it's all well and good just getting an app like MyFitnessPal, or the one I use is Lose It, and just going, oh, I'm going to start logging my calories without knowing how many calories are in things. So I was like, okay, well, let's try Huel. So, and I thought Huel was really good to kind of regulate like lunchtime, not for main meals. I didn't use it for main meals, but like lunchtime. And potentially breakfast. I didn't have it for breakfast, but because I cooked my breakfast out. But you know, lunchtimes it's good to. It's like 400 calories. You know that's what you're having. You know, anything now around that is you know, and that helped me learn, right, what can I eat. So I was on that for a good however many months it took for me to get through all the powder. I didn't even finish it because I could use some at some point. And then by that point I was like, right, what food can I have that's gonna fill that amount of calories? And it's just trial and error, learning. You got to learn. Right. Story time, because it's going to be quite a jarring jump from what we was literally just discussing to right now. The camera stopped recording. So
very simple. The camera stopped recording. We spent about 20 minutes figuring it out.
Not
on a different camera
story.
now.
Different camera.
Same results.
So
we was in the middle. Well, when it cut out, we carried on for quite a little bit of time. Moved from you to me. But we're going to jump back because we were talking about your journey. We were talking about calories and
understanding,
and learning.
Learning about the calories. So, that was the big part of me losing that much weight.
Fair enough. That's where you end it. That's fine. There was a big story, but we're not going to go back into that. We'll talk about how we moved from you to me.
Yes.
So, in November last year, I started my journey. I can't remember if I said that already. Is what it is.
Doesn't matter if you repeat stuff. We could just listen to it again. Fine, whatever.
So November last year, I started stopped vaping, and then obviously New Year's stopped alcohol, and then we started my journey in the end of April. We came and see you and Alana because you had done Huel. I didn't really know anything about Huel, but I wanted to learn about it. I knew that it helped you lose loads of weight, and I wasn't really sure what the hell I was going to do with my life. All I knew is that I was going to go on a diet. That's all I knew. Came over, probably spent about 2 hours here, talking to you about Huel, what it was, what it meant, what it allowed me to do, and we bought it there and then on the spot. Sophie bought 4 packets of the powder, which would last us around a month. Because of the amount of stones it was, split between 2 people, not too bad. About 4 days in, I bought a further 4 packets because I thought it was going really well. We was going to do it. We were going to crack on with it. To only find out after I bought it that Sophie was not actually doing it. She'd given up. She didn't want to do it.
Awkward.
Yeah, she didn't want to do it. It wasn't for her. And she wanted to do Slimming World. And that is fine. I was obviously furious because I was now still with 4 months worth of powder, because it then increased to 1 month for every 2 packets, because it was 2 weeks a packet. Obviously, would have been a week when we was in 2 of us. So moved up to 4 months, and I was absolutely buzzing about that. I was left with a flavour that I never wanted, which was cinnamon swirl. And then a flavour that I chose, which was vanilla, which I was really excited about, was probably the worst. It was vile. Absolutely grim.
I just stuck to chocolate.
Yeah. You were smart.
Yeah.
Like the salted caramel coffee had such great potential. It was just so clumpy. I think if I had a blender at the time, it would have been fine. My favourite one was definitely the salted caramel and the chocolate, the mint chocolate. The mint chocolate just tasted like after I ate hot chocolate. It was fantastic.
I don't think I had the mint chocolate one.
Oh, you missed out, that's for sure. Might have to get one just to give it a try.
Maybe.
Just for a month.
No.
A month's worth of fuel.
It's too long.
It's too long.
I like eating solid
I'll split
foods
it with
now.
you. I'll split it with you. 2 week sesh.
2 week sesh on the Huel.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Not the sessions we used to have, but it's a 2 week session nonetheless.
God.
But yeah, so I started doing that. I went from 21 stone, 11 to about 16 to 15 stone. So what I was doing was having one Huel worth 400 calories and one 1,000 calorie meal. For the first week, I was having that with a snack of 60 grams of nuts. There were various nuts that I was having. For the second week, I did it with 30 grams of nuts, and then after about a month, I cut out my snacks altogether, and I was having one Huel, 1,000 calorie meal, and that was it. I did that for the full 4 months. Now, about a week before the Huel was ending, I was suffering a lot with what we were talking about earlier, the fear of food. I literally was stressing to the max. Every day I had a Huel. All I was thinking about was, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? If I eat food again, I will just become super fat again. I was so scared of having food because I was scared of putting weight on. Now, I pulled myself together, obviously. I was like, right, what can I do? I started planning my meals. And I was like, right, if I have a 500 calorie meal at one time of the day and a 1,000 calorie meal at another time of the day, it's still the same. I ain't got to worry about it. And that's what I did. And that's what I started planning. I was doing like little pasta pots. I was making my own pasta with tuna or chicken or whatever, peppers, onions, and mushrooms. I was having beans on toast or whatever. And now I found a routine that I have a lot of the same stuff, but it's easy, it's filling, and it helps me out. So I now do, well, I was doing a meal plan anyway at that time, because with my job, I have to get up and I do the cooking in the morning. And I cook for when I go to work, so I can take it to work and warm it up there. Or if it's something like pasta, I can have it cold. And I cook for Sophie when she gets back from work as well. So it's just now the case that I cook multiple meals in the morning. So generally I have porridge and toast, or I have porridge in a yogurt bowl, or I'll have like mushrooms, peppers and onions on toast, maybe some beans, poached egg, whatever. An omelette every now and then. And then we were talking about Wednesday is our treat day, and then we have pancakes. We have oat milk pancakes because neither of us have normal milk anymore. Cow's milk, we have oat milk. I, for a treat, get myself an almond milk every now and then. And with the pancakes, today we had one Biscoff spread, one Nutella spread, a couple of cookies, well, biscuits crumbled up in there, and we have a high protein, low calorie ice cream that we like. It's just from Lidl's. It's like £2.49 for a tub. I buy 2 a week, and there's just always one in the freezer for everyone to treat as well. So like today we had the salted caramel. They do like a triple chocolate one and a peanut butter one. And like I said, we had the salted caramel today. It was very, very nice, very filling. But it's also good to have those treats and a sweet tooth, which is something I have.
I like treats.
Yeah.
I like treats a bit too much.
You like McDonald's and KFC. That's what you like.
Well, actually, yesterday I had Domino's.
For God's sake, this is what I mean. So your treats are just like takeout. My treats are like sweets and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I kind of plan the rest of my week around it.
Exactly, you do.
And like, for example, yesterday I had a thin and crispy pizza. It wasn't
deep dish.
Yeah,
with cheesy crust.
Exactly.
So you planned around it.
So swings and roundabouts.
Small moderations. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
And that is what it's about. The fear of food is people get so worked up about being scared of food that they don't enjoy food. And that's when problems happen. That's when
you fall off the wagon and go straight back into it.
Well, you either indulge, like overindulge, or it's the opposite. People don't ever eat anything, and then that's when you get disorders and problems. And a lot of people suffer with these things. I was really struggling for ages. I was like, I can't have a Snickers bar because if I have one, I'll have 50. And I then bought a multi-pack of Snickers bars. So if you bought me a pack of 8, like the smaller ones, I think there's still 5 or 4 in the house somewhere. I don't know where they are. I'm not allowed to know where they are because that's also a thing. But I can ask for one whenever I want it, and I'll get it. I haven't asked for one in a month and a half. I've said this now. I'm going to want one in the next few days. But that's what I'm talking about.
I want one now.
I know. You got it downstairs.
Got Snickers one downstairs.
So there you go. You can have one before we get
I've also got I've got Milky Bars. No, Milky Way bar. Oh my god, I got Milky Way bars.
So when I say about treats, Ryan loves his treats.
I'm awful.
You thing is, we both love food. I love food, but like now when I go out, I can still eat relatively healthy because I'll have things that I like that I know are good. Like I can have steak and I'm happy to sort of cut out chips and have it with something else, like a jacket potato or rice, or like one of my favourite things to eat that I make in a minute is couscous. And like, you know, I do like duck with couscous, and it's a really heavy meal. It's like 500-600 calories.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Love it when you get when you find something that's like low in calories, but you can eat
loads of it.
It's like,
So good. So good. It's like today we had Bombay potatoes. I made turkey mince burgers and beans, and it's low in calories. It's not a lot, 700 calories maybe, if that. Most of it's potato. Do you know what I mean? Beans. Do you know what? I realised my beans are mental in calories. It's like 188 calories for half a tin of beans. It's crazy.
Wow.
But I love them, so I always work around it. Like if I have poached eggs on toast, there's going to be beans on that plate. I know that. That's okay. But like, I have low calorie bread now. It's 54 calories a slice of bread. It's mental.
Wow. Where do you get that bread from?
Lidl's. I do all my shopping at Lidl's.
Well, what kind of?
It's a Warburton's.
Warburton's.
Brown bread, wholemeal bread, as people like to say. And it literally says it on it, low calorie. It says 54 calories per slice. It's because it's smaller, little square. So I can have a couple of them. It's worth it. It's good for me, for my own brain of processing things. I mean, it makes it easier. Like the other week, I had 2 slices of Tiger Loaf, which was heavy in calories, but
is that the
worth
blue bar?
it. Yeah.
Blue bar.
And I had that with some poached egg and bacon. Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
So it is about being able to indulge. Like now, I have a lot more. I have like yogurt bowls most days with hi-fi bars, which are the Slimming World bars. You can get all sorts of different ones. I like the triple chocolate orange, and the peanut butter. Sophie likes all them, but she also has a fruit and nut one, which is kind of like a fruit and nut dairy milk tasting bar. Don't like them. And she had an apple crumble one the other week. She seemed to like it, but again, don't like crumble, so don't bother me. You know that I don't like crumble. You don't pull that face when you know. You know I don't like pastries and crumbles and stuff. It's weird. I only like sausage rolls and sometimes a sausage, bean and cheese melt from Greg's. They're banging. But we went out the other day for a meal and I had that mini pie. And he said, how was it? I said, the meal was all right. You were devastated.
Should have get me the pastry. I want to be able to eat the pastry because I had a mixed grill.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that was after we did a big run. So
yeah,
that's fine. That's fine.
So that's where we are in terms of our lives.
In terms of the fat loss.
But then this is the bit we got to.
Yeah.
And that leads us to the second part, which is exercise. Ryan's favourite part.
Yeah. My favourite part.
So I'm going to go first on that because I started my exercise journey a little bit before you, because I was doing that with my diet straight away. So not only was me and Sophie starting a diet, Sophie really wanted to do Couch 5K because her friends wanted to do half a marathon. I said to her, no. Yeah, you're laughing. I said to her, no, because I am an addict. I am very, very much an addict. I have an addictive personality and I become obsessed with things, weirdly enough. And I said, no.
Never have guessed.
What would happen? I thought I would do it. She would do some of it. She would give up and I would be left stranded on this new addiction that I didn't know how to deal with, what to do, what was going on, and I was going to have massive capitulation in my brain. Sophie was like, fine, I'm going to do it without you anyway. I was like, crack on. Day one comes round and I already decided I knew I was going to do it. I was like, I've got to do this because I can't leave it hanging.
This reminds me of something we'll talk about later with roller coasters, but carry on.
Yeah, okay. So I said to her, right, I'll bring the dog for a walk and I'll come with you. She said, will you come with me? I said, okay. And there is a video, which we could probably put on the screen, of me running with the dog while Sophie was doing her first Couch to 5K. When I say Sophie, I meant both of us because I just did it with her. And the thought of now of how big we were and how much we struggled on that is baffling. Baffling to me. But yeah, we did it together. We were both dying.
Did you do 5K that day?
Yeah, 5K.
Well, you said you were doing Couch 5K.
Yeah, so it started off.
I don't know what that means.
So For anyone who doesn't know,
To me, couch to 5k. Okay, you're on the couch, and then you're on 5k.
Let's go do 5k.
What is
that's mental? So couch to 5k is an app that you get on your phone. BBC massively endorsed it, and it is really good. It is for people that don't do exercise, for everyday people that want to get up and get out and do something to better themselves. It's very simple. It's a 9-week program, 3 runs per week, and it progressively gets longer and longer. The first week was 60-second running, 60-second walking. I think it was 8 times. And then it goes to 90 seconds, and then it goes to 3 minutes, and then it just kept getting higher and higher. And I can't remember all the increments now because it just feels mental to think about. I think it went 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, then 20. Then it was like straight to like 25, 28.
So a lot of just working your way up to
and you got there, and then we got to the end of the couch to 5k. Oh no, we got to week 8 of couch to 5k, and we was doing them, and we just said, run 3, week 8, we're going to do our first part run. We just decided to do that.
Okay.
And so we did the couch to 5k on the part run. The guy talks to you, he motivates you. Well, I say guy, you can choose a woman. You can choose Sarah Millican, who's got the most grating voice on the planet. Sorry if you ever see Sarah Millican, but your voice is grating. I'm sorry.
And I don't know who you are.
An awful comedian with a grating voice. So you can imagine, as a comedian, you need quite a subtle, appeasing voice sometimes. Unless you're Jimmy Carr, I guess.
A nice, soothing,
but she's
voice.
Yeah, no,
like me.
But yeah, like you. But yeah, so anyway, we chose the person that we wanted. I think we both chose the same person, and he talks to you, motivates you. He tells you when you're halfway through and all sorts. It's really, really good for someone like myself, who was mentally struggling with it and needed the reassurance. Like, it was always, when he got halfway, he rang the bell and it made me feel so much better. And I was like, yes, I can do this. I can do this. So yeah, week 8, run 3. We did that. He ended, and I still had a long way left on the park run. So it was the first time I'd ever been left to my own brain. That was a new experience for sure, because I've always struggled with my brain. Like, I really struggle internally. My inside voice is not a nice person. Is very degrading to myself. Very pessimistic. Puts myself down. Says you can't do this. But also, I think I'm very stubborn. Externally, I think that transpired internally, and I wouldn't give up. So I managed to get that done. I was very proud of myself, and I did my first ever 5k. That was in about, I think it was either 41 minutes 50 seconds or 40 minutes 50 seconds, one or the other. So that was the first one we ever did. Then we didn't start doing them like regular anything. We just did that one. Then every time I did the week 3, I just ran the time I needed. But I think I did do extra every time to get to 5k. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think I did. The week after I graduated, couch to 5k.
Graduated? Is that what they call it?
It's called a graduation. Yeah, you graduate the couch to 5k program.
Cool.
Because I think everyone else should be able to, like, you should generally be able to run the 5k in that time, they say, because if you're like really fit, like moderately fit, sorry, but I was very, very unfit. So at this point I was still very unfit, and I was losing weight well, but I was still that's the only activity I'd really done in a long time. I used to play rugby when I was younger, but I was always larger anyway. I was never fast or anything like that, so it was kind of still a learning curve. But yes, the week after I graduated from to 5k, I just ran 10k. Don't know how, don't know why. And I talk to people on TikTok and stuff like that about my journey and what I'm doing. They say, what's your training plan? And I'm like, I've never used a training plan. It's mental. It is actually mental.
Forrest Gump it.
Yeah, basically just Forrest Gump it. Just ran.
I just ran.
And I just ran, and I kept on running. And it was just, I did 10k, and then we started doing the gym. Again, when I started doing the gym, he was thinking about it. And you came to a couple, and then you didn't do a couple, and then eventually you kind of looped into it. And then now I start doing part runs like I'm having Tic Tacs. Every week now. I've changed jobs. I can do a part run pretty much every week. Apart from, I know one in January I can't because of my new timetable, but I do part runs every week when we can. If this thing's going on, it is what it is. And and we're getting better and better and quicker and quicker. Like, got the Garmin the other day. Went out, did the first 5K, got 29 minutes, 49 seconds on the Garmin. And like on my Strava, that's not even on a bronze medal, which is mental. 29:20 is now my bronze medal on 5Ks. I started at over 40 minutes. I've not even been running. So what was that, June time? So I think it was June, July, August, September, October, November. 4.5, 5 months probably. I've been running. I've taken over 10 minutes off of my PB time, which is probably, other people say that's nothing, you know what I mean? Like, people do crazy times, but it is massive for me.
I think that's nothing.
Yeah, but there was other people that say that, but it's massive. I can't believe it. I do sub 35 goes. It's mental.
That's great.
Absolutely mental.
It's mad.
And then you decided, well, basically what happened was, I was getting pissed off that I was getting close to his weight. This is what really happened. Let's just put it out there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, is that what it was? No, I wanted to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I wanted to like, you know, I used to go to the gym. I used to I actually was quite bulky in the arms before.
Yeah.
But I filled out elsewhere, you see. But yeah, no, I was like, I got a part in this show and I was like, right, he's supposed to be big and strong. Cool. Let's see if I can do anything about that. Right. So yeah, I was like, and it's also a great excuse, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need an excuse to do something.
Yeah.
Otherwise I won't do it.
It's motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started coming gym. It's like, okay, we'll give this a go. The thought of running was just, no, absolutely.
I kept saying to you, it's really good. It's really good.
It's good. And I was like, no, fuck off.
I think it was the calories. When I kept saying to you how many calories I burnt on the treadmill runs.
We'll get around to this because I'll segue to that part. Because basically, we'll go to the gym. He runs 20 minutes on the treadmill without stopping. I'm thinking, that's ridiculous. I'm here to lift weights. Why are we doing cardio? What's going on? No, not happening. So I did everything I could think of to not do running. I went on the rower. I went on the bikes. I went on the stairs. I know it's still cardio. I know it's just not the treadmill. I just hated it. I did the same with the stairs.
Oh yeah.
No, never again. They're horrible. But I was like, you know what? Well, I've run out of other things to do now. So, all right, I'll run for a bit. So I ran for a bit. I did about 10 minutes non-stop, and I was like, oh, that's quite good. Yeah. I started off doing like interval things.
Yeah, you were just blasting like 30 seconds high, 1 minute slower, 1 minute high, 30 seconds slower. It was all over the gaff. To be honest with you, I said to you, just run the same pace. It's easier.
Yeah.
I said it's boring, but it's easier. I said the hardest part for me for running on a treadmill, this is it's boring. No matter what I do, I can listen to music. I've got YouTube on, anything. It is boring. My biggest struggle was my breathing. I really struggled with my breathing. I think that's because I was bored. Because when I'm out, I'm looking out for stuff. I'm not really focusing on the breathing. I'm worried about what's going on in the environment. But on a treadmill, I was just so bored. And I still do get bored. But it's just mental discipline now. And that is literally what it comes down to.
Yeah. You did keep saying that to me. You did keep saying I was mental. And I was like, nah, fuck this. I hate running. It's horrible. No.
But then you would like go to like one above what I was doing, like a decimal. I was like, I think at that time I was doing like 8 point something, where I like 8.4 or something. And you'd be going 8.5, and he's like running, smiling at me. But I was thinking to myself, because I'm terrible. When I first started doing the park runs, people running by me, and I try and get faster, and I do myself over. So Ryan doing that on the treadmill really helped my mental discipline of not getting coaxed into it, because I am terrible for a sucker for that. But he was doing it, and I was like, he's not going to last. He's not going to last. In my head, that's what I was saying to myself. And lo and behold, a minute later, he's popping it back down, and I was carrying on, and I always start smiling, and I could see him shaking his head when he was doing it. And it's just like, he's like, whoa. As I said to you from the start, do the same pace for the whole time and build up. And that's what I did.
So I tried it, didn't I? I tried it, and I would say I did 20 minutes without stopping. Yeah. I did have to stop halfway through because I pressed the wrong button on the treadmill and it stopped for me. Yeah, and I was like, no, I want to keep going.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, cool.
It's doable.
I can Like that was a big thing for me. Like I can run non-stop for 20 minutes. That's
massive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fine. I might give this running thing a go. So I ran around to Colville and back.
Yeah.
I was probably about 2.5k, I think 2.4k or something.
The first one, yeah.
First run, and it wasn't nice, but it was better than the treadmill. Because as you say, I'm the same way on the treadmill. The only way I can kind of get by it is if I'm watching something. Yeah. Really. But if I'm watching something funny, then I end up messing up my breathing. But yeah, outside, different kettle of fish. And I was like, you know what? Actually, we'd gone to visit Alana's dad, and I was like, I want to see if I can run 5k. I want to see if I can do it. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, why not try?
Which is funny though. Think about it, like how that mindset shift is that neither one of us, if you'd have said a year ago, should we go for a 5k run?
No.
What would you have said to that person?
Fuck off.
But you was been going to the gym, you started doing the treadmill running, you've done the 2.5k, and you've gone away to Alana's family's. By the way, you know, normally you'd be having drinks and stuff there. And
yeah.
You just thought, I want to know if I can do 5k. Because it does become an addiction. I do think that.
I kind of agree with you here. This was because I started doing my running on the 1st of October. It's now the 19th of November.
Yeah.
And I know that because that's when I decided to do Stoptober.
Yeah.
And I went the whole of the month.
We're not going to talk about that.
The whole of the month, not including Halloween night. But I was not drinking 24 hours before October, so there was still a whole month. A full month.
Drinking, yes.
A full month. Let's not get too specific.
No, on the dates.
I wanted to drink on Halloween. So what can I say? Anyway, so yeah, it was down at Alana's dad's, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can do 5k. Let's try. And because it was a new place, it was a new environment. I'd not ran around. I mean, I've been there, walked around there several times, but I just ran like Forrest Gump, and I just went, oh, let's go that way, and really nice down that way, Buckinghamshire. Yeah. And I kept running, and I was like, okay. Oh, and I managed to do a loop round, and by the time I got to 5k, I was almost back at Alana's dad's. Yeah. I was like, this works out quite perfectly.
Yes.
Just done 5k. I can finish up there. No.
Nope.
No. I was wearing a jacket, and I was like, no. I took the jacket off. I threw it into his front garden, and I just kept running the other way. Just kept running. I did 11k.
I know, yeah.
11k.
11k. Woo, woo, woo. Craziness.
That's crazy. You was pissed off with me.
I was. I was, but I wasn't. So I was very proud of Ryan. But I was like, I keep saying it, and I forget how far back I started and how unfit I was. And like, you wasn't unfit at this point. You know, you're not of crap fitness. You know, you're not massive or anything. So, you know, probably the difficulties that I would have faced was mainly my weight.
Yeah,
it was my weight, and it was because of that. My breathing was crap. My fitness was low. My stamina was low. So like, I shouldn't have been mad, but there was always a little part of me that was like, you bellend. But
the thing is, I'd already lost the weight, most of the weight anyway.
Yeah.
But my actual fitness, my aerobic fitness, crap.
Yeah.
It was a slow run.
Oh yeah.
It was a very slow run.
It wasn't a slow run. It's what you think was a slow run. Because there are people out there that, if they ever see your times, probably don't run that fast. And you know, this is what I struggle with. Is it Sophie gets annoyed at me about all the time? Is when I say I had a crap run, she takes it personally because her running pace is less than mine. I'm not saying that it's a crap run in the world. I'm saying it's a crap run for me at where I feel that my standards are now.
You wanted to do better.
And like, I'm striving to do better all the time now. And that's a good thing. Is like I said, an addict. So I've definitely become addicted to this, and I want to do better all the time. And I've got new goals and new things that I want to accomplish now, which is amazing. But yeah. So like Sophie gets mad at me thinking that I'm putting her down, but I'm not. I'm trying to talk about, you know, where my level is. Because where she is now, she's doing great. You know, she's done several 10Ks now, including one that we're going to talk about very shortly. But like I say, you think it's slow for you, but it wasn't a slow run per se.
It was slow for me.
Yeah.
What I meant at that point wasn't. I wasn't thinking about pace at all.
No.
I was just thinking,
Run.
I want to get it done, and I was trying to keep my heart rate within. I think it's zone 2, which is supposed to be really helpful for you to keep going and going and going and do longer distances and stuff.
And this is the thing where people are going to get annoyed at me because you're talking about zone 2. And I see people talk about this stuff all the time. I just look at it. It's not saying I'm dying. I carry on. You know, I aim between anywhere from 130 to the 170 mark. I'm happy with. When it gets to 170, I take my foot off the gas a little bit because I don't want to go too high. Like the guy told me that I should be able to go up to 194. So now I know that I might push a bit more, which means I might do a better pace.
Well, I only had that on by accident. Well, on that first big run, I had that on by accident. It would tell me, oh, you're in zone 3. Now you're in zone 2. Now you're in zone 3. Blah, blah, blah. So I was trying to keep it because it was supposed to be steady pace. But I did turn that off because I wanted to just listen to my music. I'm the same. But I think I've got to a point where I kind of know where that zone is because it's where I know I can breathe. Yeah. I know that if I could say, weirdly enough, actually, no, it was on a different run. Yeah. When another long run that I did a couple of weeks ago, I was running through a field and I was like, my breathing is quite relaxed. And I was like, I wonder if I could sing. I was in a field on my own. And I was like, I tried singing.
Fair enough.
And I was like, I could sing. Still got it.
Fair play. The birds are chirping.
Yeah. So it's breathing. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe.
Don't forget to breathe. People do forget, you know.
Or you'll die.
Yeah, exactly. People do forget to breathe.
Yeah.
But yeah. So after that, as I was saying, me and Sophie had already signed up for the Alton Towers 10k race. I did tell you to come, but you assumed I meant running, so you told me hell no.
I was like, no, I'm not doing that. That was before.
We was at the gym running. Obviously, you were trying to keep up with my pace and couldn't, as per usual. I'm only joking.
No, I still can't keep up with your pace.
And you said, I've signed up for this Lord of the Rings running thing. It's cost me a lot of money. I won't say the money. You can say that if you want to.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of money. And
I pressed the wrong button and accidentally ordered like 3 more on top of that.
Yeah. So he's paid a lot of money. And it's like a virtual one. You do all your stuff on Strava or whatever. It clocks your steps or your distance or whatever. And eventually you get a medal.
I finished the first one.
The first one, which is great. So you'll get a physical medal in the post. Yeah. And you've got more to do. And after that, I think about a week after that, I was talking about the race and it coming up and you're like, I might sign up for it. I said, do it. But before that, he was like, well, let's just do a park run. Okay, we did a park run with me. First one, you did really well. Got a PB. Did really well. Yeah. You did do better than what you had been doing.
Definitely.
The first, I think, about kilometre, you was with me, and then you kind of dropped back a little bit, which is fair enough. I think you realised that you'd set out too quick.
Yeah. I was like, I can't keep this pace up.
Yeah, and I said, that's fine.
And also that hill in the park run that you're used to now, it still gets me.
Yeah, we'll talk about that hill.
We'll talk about the hill. What hill?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's a good incline, that hill. We'll talk about the hill. The thing for me is with that hill, I've never walked it. So a lot of people walk that hill. This is my local park run that I do to is Sense Valley. Amazing park run. Amazing volunteers who are always lovely. This Saturday, I'm actually going to volunteer myself because Sophie's already done one. I've said I'll do one. And I think we'll do it every now and then and volunteer because the people there are exceptional. You know, they're really welcoming, very friendly. And then whenever you're going up the hill, people usher you up it. And I look at it and I think, here we go again. And it is hard work. But I think it is 50 seconds of hard work maximum. Yeah, because it plateaus and then it goes back down. And that is where...
It's not as bad as some other hills.
Yeah. We did it on Towers. So... It is a hard hill. It's a steep hill incline, but it's over and done. It's the only one. There's only one hill on the park run, and it's perfectly between 2 and 2.5k, so that when you come down the hill, you're over halfway, and then you can go for it. Because I used to do it and struggle the rest of the way, and now I feel that I push myself because I have my break at the top of the hill, and then coast down back to the hill because it's even smaller going down, and then that's itself again. And it's 2 laps, nice and simple. You got your PB, did another one where you got your sub 30.
Yeah.
Well done. Very
Yeah, that was good.
because we were together on that one, and then he beat me on one,
I did.
and then the last one I think we did together was when we were on with Willow.
Yes.
And we ran together because Sophie couldn't do it because she slipped a disc, and that was the week before.
The week before the Alton Towers.
Yeah, and we did one together, and we did really weirdly. We both said how knackered we were after.
Yeah.
We didn't feel like we pushed loads, but we still got a really good time.
Yeah, what was it? 34?
No, it was like 31 or 32, I think.
30,
It wasn't.
31,
I'd have to have a look. I'm sure it was.
Jeez.
It wasn't that far for 30.
No.
I thought it'd be further away from the 30. I was very, very surprised. And it was really funny because I was literally about this far away from you, and it said that we had a 30-second gap. So I don't really know how that happened. But yeah, we did that one with the little one. She loves the park runs. She always goes, she wants to go running. She goes, I run. And now she runs around everywhere with us, which is also why I've done this, like to show her healthy lifestyle. And she loves doing stuff like that now, which is great. But yeah, and that was the week before the 10K race, where we went to Alton Towers.
Alton Towers.
So let's talk about Alton Towers.
Ooh.
So we were planning to do it. A bit worries about Sophie because, you know, she slipped a disc.
Yeah.
She wanted to go out. I told her no. I told her off. I said she has to rest up, which she did actually, to be fair. And, you know, the Tuesday before, I went on my usual longer run on the Tuesday because I'm off Tuesday, Wednesdays. So I do long run Tuesday and we go to the gym on a Wednesday. I set out and I did my usual. Well, not my usual. I did the 10K route that I know, which is where I run to Sens Valley, on the back of it and back home. Was saying the whole time round, I'm not going to push myself because I don't want to get injured. I've got to run. And I somehow did a sub 1 hour 10K, which I couldn't believe. I was literally emotional, nearly crying, and was probably a little bit of my downfall for the Alton Towers.
You had that in your head.
Yeah.
You got that in your head
did,
and
yeah.
you was determined to beat it again.
Which is going to take me to the point of Alton Towers. On my video, I said, I paid for this run. I'm going to fucking enjoy it. And I did. I thought it was one of the best days I've had in ages.
That was great, hey?
It was so good. Like, as in, like, going out, doing something, like me, you, Sophie, Lana. It was just something so different.
Yeah.
And it was just a really rewarding day.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, you go out there, you get the run, which was a hard run. Most of it, I don't know how it was all uphill.
It just never went down. It never went down.
It was all uphill. But yeah, and also afterwards, you get to go on the roller coasters, which you didn't want to go on.
No.
But you still went on them.
I did.
You went in the queue. It was like, oh, you can wait in the queue and then go over the other side. But this is your personality again. Yeah. This is the kind of person you are. This is it's the same reason why you went on that run with Sophie first.
Yeah.
Is that, well, I'm here now. I'll do it.
Yeah, and that is it. Like I used to be such, I'll never do it, negative Nelly, and I do think that running and especially going to the gym is giving me that mental determination that I don't listen to that voice in my head anymore. I am petrified of heights and unstable heights, which is why I don't like roller coasters. But I also am definitely an adrenaline junkie, so I knew I would enjoy it, but the fear of getting on was the worst part. And that was it. I was there. I was like, I'm strapped in.
It's always the first bit.
I
don't like heights either.
I've got to do it. I'm here now. I can't go anywhere. Let's get on with it. And we absolutely loved it. It was fantastic.
Nemesis Reborn.
It was fantastic. And
so good.
Because there wasn't crazy amounts of people there, the wait times were not mad.
No.
One of them said it was a 20-minute wait. I think we walked there and was at the front.
That was Nemesis. Yeah. We should have gone on that twice.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on it twice. I know we didn't have twice.
But it was amazing. And it's something we'll do again, I think.
Certainly.
They do other ones.
They do Drayton Manor one, they do it at Thorpe Park.
Yeah. So there's other places to try, you know?
Yeah. One of them's on my birthday, isn't it?
Or the day after. Oh, yeah, one is on your birthday. Yeah. But back to the Alton Towers.
Yes.
The actual race part, which is what
what we actually went there for.
So we got there, met Sophie's friends, Rebecca and Emma from Stoke. They were there. We all kind of got ready. Me and Sophie picked up our tops we bought. We got changed into them. There was lots of toilet breaks, lots of wandering around.
Lots of toilet breaks, lots of nervous wheeze. Oh.
The nerves were real.
And I still needed a wee as soon as it started. I was like, oh no.
But we got in the queue onto the field, and then they started bringing out the signs, and we went for it. We went for the sub 1K.
We went for it, yeah.
Bear
in mind, my best at this point was like, I think it was like 111 or something.
Mine was 59.49 that I'd done 4 days before. We were like, we're stupid. And I said to you on the day night, we looked around, and I know we shouldn't do this, but I was like, why is everyone around us so thin? Like, we're not massive at all still. But in my head, I am. In my head, I'm still that guy. And I was looking around, I was like, oh my God, everyone's so tiny. I was like, no, don't worry about it. We're here now. I've done it. I can do it. And then we were staring at 105 sign for ages. I'm like, should we just go there?
Should we just, I was like, I don't think about long here.
Yeah. And we didn't. We stuck it out. There was a nice guy that when we finally got in the queue, once the young volunteer lad stopped trying to kill everyone with the sign, it was quite funny. He did a great job volunteering. However, he did try and murder people with the sign, which was quite funny. So we just stayed away. So when we were walking down,
right, the story behind that, because you need to clarify a little bit, because I mean we can see it in our heads, but they can't see it. It was this kid, it must have been about 10, 11, 12 maybe, with this big sign, and bless him, I don't think he really knew where to go. No. He ended up walking away. We were following him.
Yeah, we were following him.
And he was kind of swinging this sign around a little bit. He got ushered back to go back again.
Yeah, they took out like 8 people.
With this sign.
One geezer actually dodged it, was glaring at him, but then realised it was a child and let it go. It's quite funny. But yeah, so I was in the queue. Then we finally got to go into the proper queue when we was walking down, and there was a guy next to us, and he was a triathlete. He was telling about us all the things he'd done, and like he's normally done like 50 odd kilometres before he even gets to the running. And I'm looking at him thinking, we should have gone to 105. That's what I was thinking. We should have gone to 105. But we didn't. I was waiting. I set my Strava up just before we got to the line. I did, and you did yours because you had the watch then.
Yeah.
Picked up the Garmin. You picked up the Garmin. And we set off. Now, we set off together. I'd say the first 2K we were placed together. I'd say between 2 and 3 you were slightly ahead of me. Then the hills came in.
The hills were alive.
With the sound of Ryan's death.
Sound like my calves dying.
So we was going there, and these 2 ladies said, oh, we did the half marathon last time, and we said we can't do 2 laps of that. We're going to do the 10K this time. It's so hilly. And we were like, there must have been on about outside, because it goes outside, and because it says it's an intermediate, it's a medium level. It can't be that bad. It was bad. There were just so many up and down. It did go down, by the way, but
it did.
The ups were awful. I don't think either of us were ready for it. Put it this way, my normal incline is like 40-something meters per run. We did like 134.
Oh, wow.
That day. So like 90 meters more than what I'd normally do on any given run. And I had no idea it was going to be that mental. And we did it. And it was hard.
What I will say, I mean, I did struggle up the hills. I did go quite, I didn't slow right down, had to slow right down. But unlike a lot of other people around me, I didn't stop to walk. I didn't.
No, you walk. Carried on. But that's also another thing, is that it's okay to stop and walk. So many people do that.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying, because I've stopped to walk once the whole time I've been running, and I was open and honest about that because it was something that I'd never had to do, and it was really humbling. I know loads of people do it. Sophie's had to do it several times. I know lots of people that run fast do it because they will run really fast for a long period of time. They'll have a little rest break and then they'll carry on again. Like on the park runs, how many people we see do it all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Like we talk about the hill, some people that walk up the hill because it's too much, and that's okay. Everyone's different. But I know you was proud of the fact that you didn't stop to walk, because again, you're still very new to this, and it was the first time either one of us had done a 10K race. You know, we've done 10Ks and stuff on our own. And the thing is, we run a lot on our own. We do run a lot on our own. We go to the gym together and we do the treadmill runs together. But like, we do a park run together, and I do that with other people, and Sophie does it with other people. But the other runs that we do are alone, and we both kind of like that.
I love running alone.
Yeah, because you can put whatever you want on. I don't feel obligated by anything. But like, when there's so much going on around you with the race, I really did take it all in. Like, what I didn't say was about a K in, I was panicking because my headphone was beeping at me like it was going to die. Luckily, only the left side died. I was mortified. But when it died, it was really good because it allowed me to hear more. And I really took in the atmosphere. You know, when we was running around and everyone was putting hands out, there must be videos of me somewhere just high-fiving everyone along the way. I absolutely loved everything about it. It was such a rush.
Good. It was good.
Such a high.
Yeah.
And it's like, being sober is fun sometimes. And that was one of the times it was phenomenal because it had that rush and that high that you crave as an addict, and I didn't have to do anything stupid for it. Well, I say anything stupid, I had to run for it quite a way.
Some would argue
that is very stupid. But, and like, it was so lovely. Like, you all said you hated the car. I wasn't bothered by the car park running part. I just wasn't bothered because I think I was so determined to do it.
Yeah.
I was so focused on running, and I was just looking up and seeing other people running, and I didn't look behind me. I was just always looking forward. I don't even think I did that car park twice. I'm sure we did two different routes in that car park, but you'll probably tell me we did the same car park twice. I didn't even notice.
We kind of looped round.
Yeah, it's like a big loop, weren't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we ran past the car at one point.
At one point, I actually couldn't tell whether the other people I could see running the other way were in front of me or behind me anymore. I was like,
that's probably where I met Sophie.
Yeah.
So I was running around and I saw Sophie and I waved at her, I shouted at her. And the first she did it, when I shouted the second time, she was like, ah, which is quite funny. And then, yeah, I was getting towards the end. And what I noticed was, this is when I realised that I had to get the new watch because, not necessarily watch, but my phone was my Strava. And obviously I had my watch on. But my Strava was saying I'd done 5K. I was about 200-300 metres away before I got to the 5K water station. So it was a bit out. I knew I'd started it a bit early, but didn't think it was that much early. My Strava said I did 10.57K. Sophie said she did 10.6K. Yours said you did about 10.2K. So, yes, I'll say yes, it's probably maybe a bit longer than 10K or whatever. And like, when we come to the end, I was absolutely knackered. And I saw that last uphill, and I was like, I hate my life. Because I knew where we were going, because we kind of already done it, haven't we? You've actually done that loop once, really, haven't you? I was like, I don't want to do this right now. But we did it. Got through it. Got my time. What I didn't know at the time was that they sent you a text straight away. So I was checking my emails for about half an hour. Sophie finished and got her time before me because she knew. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then,
I already knew because you said, oh, you got your time. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So she knew and I didn't know.
I was too much,
we were just waiting.
I was too busy trying to get all my free stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was good. The goodie bags were great. We had the corn. We had the protein flapjack thing. We had some biscuits, some water. I've still got my water. I've not had that yet. Some Voltarol, which I've actually used because my back was in bits. Nothing to do with the running, no, Ryan. Why was my back in bits? Because of the bag. Which I carried around all day, and everyone offered to carry it.
I mean, one you decided to bring, I don't know what, a bag full of bricks. I don't know how. No idea. And two, whenever anyone would offer, do you want me to carry that bag for a bit? I offered quite a lot as well because I could see you were struggling.
Yeah, I was.
But you were too proud.
Yeah, too proud.
No, I'm fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So Sophie finished. So me and you finished. Well, I finished, then you finished, then Rebecca finished, and then we saw Sophie, and I was like, I've not seen Emma yet. Sophie finished, and then we saw Emma at the end. Now, it doesn't matter where you finish, obviously, but I know that Sophie thought she was going to finish last of all of us. She was a bit disheartened about this. So for her not to finish last in the group, I think was a massive win for her. We will hear from her at some point because she will hopefully be on the podcast. As long as she still likes me after seeing this one, we'll find out. But that was for me. Like, when she finished, I was desperate for a wee at this point anyway. I was in so much pain, but I went over to her, and as soon as I saw her, I didn't need a wee anymore. I just gave her a massive hug, and she was so emotional and so overwhelmed with joy. I think that she did it because of everything that she'd been through. I'll let her talk about that on her episode, but she has had a rough time ever since getting pregnant. It's been a bit of a mess for her, hasn't it? But I think it was, like me, the validation. It was a validation of where we came from. Sophie has lost 4 stone, which is fantastic. She's pushing for 5 before Christmas. Like I said, I'm going to let her talk about that. But it's the validation of we've done all this, and now she had something physical to show that. Yes, she has all of the bits of cardboard and stuff from Swimming World, and she's got all that, and everyone around her tells her how amazing she's doing, how great we're doing, and all that. But I think getting that medal was a physical representation of her journey, and that's how I felt for sure.
It's nice to get a medal to say you did this, rather than just a Strava thing going, yeah, you did this.
You got first place on yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole day, fantastic.
What I really like about running now
Go on.
is the changes it's made to my diet.
Okay.
It means I can eat more.
I knew he was going to say this.
Ah.
I knew he was going to say this.
I can eat all the McDonald's.
No, you can't.
No, I can't. I can't eat all the McDonald's I want. No, I still have to plan.
Yeah, around.
But you know, I get a bit more of a
leeway
with it. And since going to the gym as well, it's made me think about what other things I need to eat. Like a difference, like preparing for the 10K the night before, the day before, carb loaded.
Yeah.
Now, earlier on, I says, "Oh, scared of carbs." Oh, not scared of carbs, but reluctant to eat them.
Correct.
But now it's like, well, if I've got something like that to do, I need carbs.
Some substance, yeah.
Exactly.
I had pasta before, and then I woke up in the morning, I had a big old bowl of porridge. Yeah.
I ate over 4,000 calories. Honestly.
What, that day?
That day, yeah.
Before?
That day.
I think that day I probably ate about the same.
Yeah.
Because we went out for a meal after.
Yeah.
Which was very nice. We got back.
It's great.
Well, we finished Alton Towers. We all had a bit of a to-do in the car park, which was quite funny. It was quite...
No, the car's over there.
I think everyone was a bit tired and hungry and cold and had enough, and my back was in pain. You wanted to get home. Alana wanted to go home. Steve wanted to get home. We all had a bit of a tiz.
I was just still annoyed that they never opened Wicker Man.
Yeah,
the one roller coaster I wanted to go on. They opened it the next day, by the way.
Of course they did.
Should have done the 5K.
Or the half marathon.
Or the half marathon.
But yeah, so we had that. Then we got home, got ready, and went out for a meal. I think that's a nice place to talk for someone's house for a second. And then,
yep, cool. So yeah, after we'd had a tidbit in the car park and drove home.
Yeah.
Well, Alana drove us home because she wasn't running. So
shout out to Alana. She was the hero of the day.
She was stood in the cold.
Yeah.
And like it was all right for us because we were running, so we weren't cold. We were like, oh, I'm boiling. It was cold before we started running.
Oh yeah,
but no, but poor Alana had to stand there and wait for us all, and then stay out. And she doesn't do well in the cold anyway. And then stay out for the rest of the day as well, whilst going on roller coasters with the cold wind blowing it. She likes roller coasters, but with all cold wind blowing in your face and stuff. Yeah. By the end of the day, she was like, I just want to go in.
Yeah. So we got back. You dropped us off. We dropped out. We both went for a shower. I think you guys did the same when you got back.
I had a bath.
Yeah.
Oh, my legs needed it.
And we got to see our daughter, me and Sophie, which was amazing because my mum had her all day and she wasn't very well. So it was lovely for her to get the break. And we got to see her, got all ready. And then we picked you up. I went to a nice little pub near us called the Coptoke. The menu looked really good, and we kind of went for broke. We found a nice little 3-course meal deal, and I wanted that because everything I wanted was on that deal anyway. So I could have 3 courses, get a little bit of discount, and look life.
Yeah. And I didn't want 3 courses. I wanted I would have had 3 courses.
Yeah, you would have done.
Well, I actually did have 3 courses. Really.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
But
you just wanted the mixed grill.
I wanted the mixed grill.
Yeah.
I wanted all of that meat.
That protein.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I had nice sticky chicken. I had my lamb rump with my mini lamb pie, which I did enjoy. It was just, I'm not the biggest fan of pastry, but I saw it and I fancied it, so I had it. I have a pie maybe once a year, and that's a perfect size pie for me to have because it's not too much.
Tiny.
Yeah, it was tiny.
You're better off having a bigger pie because you get more filling, and you can just put the pastry aside and put it on my plate.
Oh, yeah, for next time.
Yeah,
we know that for next time, don't we? But I did enjoy it.
Like Alana with chicken skins.
Oh yeah, I love chicken
stick on my favourite.
And then me and Sophie shared desserts, as in because we had one each and split them. We had a brownie and a sticky toffee pud, one of my favourites. Do you know when we was massive, right? You know, like the sticky toffee puds you can get from like Aldi's Lidls that are like that big. It just says 4.
Yeah.
Me and Sophie would have like 2 or 3 of them a week between us. We'd just buy them and eat them half with ice cream or custard. It was ridiculous.
Well, I remember you used to go out for breakfast like every day, pretty much.
No, when we got paid,
not every day.
When we got paid, we did.
Quite.
When we got paid, we used to go out for breakfast and then go back out for tea. It was mental. And we have like 4,000 calories. It's crazy thing. But I think it's talking about learning and knowledge. We didn't know there was that many calories in that.
No,
shit.
exactly. That's it. That's the main
problem.
thing.
It's just knowing.
Mhm.
Like, you go out for a full English breakfast, it was like 2,000 calories. Make it at home, it's about 600-700. Like, I have chicken sausage now, so it's really low. And I've like, but the thing is, it's how people cook everything. Everything's fried and in oil, and all these things make it a massive contribution.
You have 2 sausages, 2 bacon, you have
2 eggs, 2
hash browns, 2 eggs, fried bread,
black pudding,
and toast, black pudding, beans,
everything. The works.
It all works.
And then you slather it in sauce.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
And
do you know how many calories are in sauce? Makes me so bad as well. So I love sauce. I mean, I'm really good with it now.
You know what? I had to be careful of this yesterday when I had my Domino's pizza. It's the garlic and herb dip.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Normally, what I used to do when I get Domino's is I'd get a large pizza, which I'd eat the whole of it. Not thin and crispy either, full fat. And
full fat pizza.
Full fat
Deep
pizza.
Deep dish.
I don't know what I'm doing. Deep dish, whatever. What you want to call it. And I'd get one of the big tubs of
garlic and herb.
And Alana always went for it because she was like, "Oh, get the big tub."
Yeah.
But then I ended up having it.
I'll have that, thank you. Drink the.
I was like, "You can have my other little one." But
the double dip.
every mouthful was a dip, and the whole thing would go. And that tub, it's about 1,000 calories on its own.
It's mental.
It's so mad.
It's so crazy. But yeah. So yeah, we really enjoyed the meal. You and Alana decided to piss me off and have, drinks that I absolutely should love. You didn't really piss me off, but you had a couple of neck oils, didn't you?
Yeah.
Very lovely pint.
I had a long run. I deserved it.
You did deserve it. I was very impressed because they had Heineken Zero on draft, and I'd never had that before.
It's quite nice.
I've had it in the bottle before, obviously, and it was really nice. I had 2 of them, and I was like, right, I'm going to have a Pepsi Max because the calories are going to get away from here, and I'm already eating loads. But I had 2, and it was really refreshing. They were really nice. Then I had my Pepsi Max for the dessert, and left the meal so full, ready for bed. But yeah, a very accomplished day. And this brings on to the last real point of the future. No more than 3 days later, Sophie, you sent me a half marathon near us in Kirkby Mallory.
Yeah,
on the racetrack.
Yeah, that'd be great on the racetrack. It's
gonna be so boring.
Is it?
But it's gonna be really good for
me. You can just put some like F1 sounds on, and just pretend that you're going.
So it's 8 laps of a track.
8 laps.
Yeah, for the half marathon. For the half marathon. And then, I said to you, I'm not going to do it without talking to Sophie because we're already looking at doing one in March, and I didn't want to upset her by doing one earlier, just in case she was like, "Well, we're doing this together. It's like our journey."
Yeah.
And her first response was, "I'll do it with you straight away." So we were like, "Yeah, let's do it." And Ryan goes, "I can't no longer do that."
I can't do it.
So me and Sophie have now signed up for our first half marathon in January the 18th, which is 8.5 weeks away.
I'm a bit gutted I can't do it.
I know,
but I might. I've got my eye on one in February.
The Loughborough one.
Yeah, pretty close to home. So
Kirkby Mallory's only 20 minutes for you.
Yeah, more.
So
yeah,
but yeah, we're looking at doing that one. Obviously we're doing one in March, but I don't think you can do because of the show.
No,
I think you're going to double check, but we don't think so.
The show. What is it? Is it on the 8th of March?
No, it's on the 15th. So you have a week's recovery.
Oh,
he's thinking about it.
I might do it.
There we go.
It's my show. Spam at Loughborough Town Hall. If you're local to Loughborough, buy tickets. If you're not local to Loughborough, travel.
Spend the night. Come and meet me and Ryan.
Yeah, well,
for a small fee of £27.
No, we'll do it for including ticket. There you go.
One person signs up for that, I'll be mesmerised.
So I might be able to do that then.
Yeah.
I might be able
to.
Ooh.
Yes, excited. So 18th of January, me and Sophie are doing our first one. Now I know Sophie's like going to kick into gear because her longest run's about 11k.
Mm-hmm.
I feel okay because I was doing 15ks I did about 3 or 4 of them.
You've got 6.1k to add on to that.
Yeah. So until I decided to focus on the 10k,
Yeah.
I was doing the 15s, and then I thought I'll focus on the 10k because I think I got ahead of myself for the half marathon in March.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, let's focus on that. It's only a month away at that point. So I did do my 10ks. And now I've had some personal issues going on this week, which meant that I couldn't really do anything yesterday. I managed to do a 5k for the first time with the Garmin, and that was it. Doing a 5k in the morning.
That was it.
Okay.
No, I get it. I know.
That's not what I planned. I know. 5k is a big distance for people and for myself. But what I meant is that I wanted to kick on straight away with my training plan of Courtney go run.
Yeah.
And like I was talking to someone the other day, and they said like, what training plan do you use? I said, I don't have one. Just run.
Yeah.
Just go on with it. And it sounds mental, and like I would never advise for anyone to do that. It's just worked for me because I just listen to my body and I go. Like, people need training plans, and people really do well with them. I could do well with one. I don't know. I've never tried it. But if I can get to a half marathon without doing a training plan, I feel like that's got to be some kind of an accomplishment in itself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just craziness. And that's what I say. It's just mental. And so what I want to do is I want to go back out, do another 15k, just to see if I can still do it first of all, because I've not done one in a while. And then after that, where I do my laps at Sense Valley, I'm just going to add another lap and then another lap, because it's about 1 point something k. Or if I had 2 laps, about 2.5k. Do you know what I mean? So that's the goal. And I want to say we are now, let's say 19th of November. By Christmas, I want to be able to do 18. Because then I've only got to do 3k in 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? And even if it's the case that I don't get to that milestone before the event, I think it'll carry me through, because it says it's really flat. It's pushed for PBs. So I just want to get it done. So where I do now is got a bit of an incline and decline. So if I keep doing that and then I do a flat path, it'll be right. It's like when I went to Scarborough and I got my PB, I got like sub 29 minutes because it was so flat. I'm just not used to do flat. Like when we do our part run, is the hill. So the flatness, it's not a hindrance, but it just makes it a bit better. If I train my body on a hill, when I do the flats, I feel like I've got a bit of a quicker pace. And I think that's the thing again, is to not focus so much on the time for the half marathon, because I want to just see where I am ready for because the main one for me is March.
Yeah.
In Knutsford, that's the one I want to focus on.
But you are doing one in January.
Yeah, but this is now pushing me to do that. I said to Safer, I said if we don't do as good in the Knutsford one, it's because there's going to be more hills and terrain. So I said don't do one and then get disarmed if you do start on the other one, because that's going to be a lot more physically taxing. This one's going to be mentally taxing, which for me screams me, because I talk to you about it all the time. I talk to everyone that ever asks me about anything. I say I don't have motivation anymore. I have dedication. And that's just a fact, because how many times do we go to the gym and I go, I don't want to go. I'll probably say after we've done this, because it's going to be 10 o'clock before we even go.
Oh man, that's late.
Yeah, and we're still going to go to I'm still going to the gym.
I don't think Alana's going to come with us.
She might not. But it's like, I don't want to go. I have to go. And then we always feel great after.
Yeah.
It's always fantastic. And it's like the same with the running. There are days I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. And it's like, you've got to do it. And then you do it and it feels amazing after. It feels horrible when you start it. And you part way through it. But when you finish and you see like how far you've come, it's just unbelievable, in my opinion.
Totally.
And I think that's a nice ending.
That is a nice ending. I just want to say, my next goal is 17k.
That's your next goal? Just in general, or
just in general? And
when are you looking for that?
I don't know. Probably next week, maybe. I don't know. The problem is going to get time to. When can I fit it in?
I mean, that's just about that. Ryan, one thing we've been talking about this whole time is how Ryan got to keep with all this. Ryan's done the longest run out of the two of us because he has done 16k. I did like to remind him that I had stopped doing 15k.
Yeah, well,
I just wanted to remind him of that. But he has done the longest run, which is good. And so 17k is not a massive jump for him.
It's easier.
It's a good goal.
It's easier when you're not running in circles.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you see those different.
I agree. Yeah. So, whereas I do like a set route, and it's like I have to do a few laps of one part to get that distance. But I could just do the laps I do and then just do a different lap of somewhere else. So it's just, again, it's the mental battle of where do I go and what do I do.
But Garmin Connect, right? You can put down. You can go into it.
Yeah.
You can go on courses.
Yeah.
Right. You can go how many kilometers you want to do. I want to do 15k.
Yeah.
Right. And you can choose whether you want to go north, south, east, west.
Okay.
or random.
Yeah.
And then it takes you to the map and you press where you want to start and it gives you a route that you can do.
But what was I meant to follow that route on my phone?
I think I've not tried it yet, but I think if it's Garmin, it probably will tell you.
Okay, then. So we might have to look into that then.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
That might be quite cool.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, I might do that. But other than that, this has been the first ever episode.
The first episode of our podcast.
Yeah. Shall we say what we believe the name's going to be?
Let's just say what we think it's going to be.
So this is welcome to the Circle of Inspiration.
The Circle of Inspiration.
It'll probably just be Circle of Inspiration. Without the.
With no the.
We've not decided quite yet. So let us know if you actually see this, if it says the or not. We'll be creating a YouTube channel for it. I'm going to try and hopefully edit this week and get it out next week, I think we're aiming for.
Hopefully.
And leading on to guests. When I decided to randomly do this one day before work, I messaged about 30, 40 people that I follow on TikTok and Instagram that have different journeys. For instance, people that resonate with me for my sobriety, so the people that are sober, people that are on a fitness journey. We've got parents like myself that are just doing health and well-being for themselves, and people that are just trying to change their lives. And we've had an overwhelming amount of people say yes. I think I've got enough that if we do every other week, and we manage to do every other week, because that's schedule depending, I've got until October or November sorted.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Next year. Not
this year, because we're already in November. Next year. So we've got nearly 30 people that have said yes, and I've got about 10 that have said maybe. Like, talk to me a bit closer to the time. So that is the next thing, is we're going to get the first outside guest involved for the next episode.
Very good.
So tune in to see who that could be.
Yeah.
And as always, guys, you know it. Much love and peace.
That way around. Peace.
Oh. Let's go.